We can start.
Thank you, Sahil. Good morning to one and all present here. I'm delighted to welcome you to today's session where we embark on a journey of innovation and entrepreneurship. I am Tulika Chaudhary, representing Amity Innovation Incubator, and it's truly an honor to have each of you here. Let's begin by introducing Amity Innovation Incubator, a powerhouse in the Indian startup ecosystem. Established in 2008 under the aegis of visionary leadership of our President, Dr. Asim Chauhan, our mission is to create a comprehensive ecosystem that nurtures entrepreneurs and fosters a culture of innovation at the grassroots level. We are proud to share that Amity Innovation Incubator is not just an incubator, it's a recognized force in the innovation landscape. Supported by Niti Aayog under the Atal Innovation Mission Scheme, we stand as an established incubation center. Additionally, we are backed by GST, METI, MSME, IDEX, Start in UP, strengthening our commitment to fostering innovation. Our journey has been nothing short of remarkable. To date, we have impacted over 850 ventures, serving as a catalyst for their growth. What's more, our investment arm, Amity Capital Ventures, has played a pivotal role in aiding investments in 75 plus ventures, boosting more than a dozen successful exits. We have gathered here for an event, an era of thriving with AI. Artificial intelligence is undeniably the future, and understanding its basic is crucial. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce our esteemed speaker for today, Mr. Rahat Khanna. Rahat is the staff software engineer at Apple, specializing in web and app development with expertise in cutting edge technologies such as Svelte.js, Angular 9, React, and WebXR API. As a proud alumni of Amity University, Rahat attributes a significant part of his success to the education and opportunities he received during his time at Amity. His entrepreneurial journey began as a student incubatee at Amity Innovation Incubator, where his ambitious project, Ye Technologies, was nurtured and developed. This experience laid the foundation of his belief in the power of innovation and entrepreneurship. Rahat's motivational speaking sessions are a blend of technical insights, guidance, and reflections of his transformative journey at Amity. Join me in welcoming Mr. Rahat to shed light to this revolutionary technology and share his valuable insights and experience. Over to you, Mr. Rahat.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, Rahat.
Okay. Uh, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, thanks for inviting me here and welcome everyone. And today I'm going to share this is the brief agenda about what we are going to discuss in the next 1 hour or less than 1 hour we have together. And so Uh, are you guys can someone give me feedback if my screen my slide changes are visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
We-
sure. Sounds good. So my journey from Amity to Apple, actually just a brief I wanted to share. Like in 2008, here a picture like with few of my classmates, I started joined Amity Innovation Incubator as a student incubatee and Amity University as a BTech computer science graduate. In 2009, I started or proposed this company in business incubation center as Ye Technologies, which was like a web development and a media agency. We did work for government clients like MSME, made some web apps for them, other private clients, etc. But as 2011 and 12, as we grew, uh, I think we stopped being a complete media agency and ventured into a product development. And I led the payment and mobile recharge aggregator service, which was started by one of my initial friends and marketing leads in my company, but then he led that particular company, Mr. Shailendra Agarwal, and today it's known as InstantPay.in, as is a leading name in finance and payment aggregators in India. Then in 2012, I thought, okay, now I have completed or seen the startup or entrepreneurial side of things. Now I can also, I was inquisitive to know that how big corporations or big companies work. So I joined Genpact's Tech Center of Excellence as a consultant for their new technologies group, which was working in cloud computing and mobile app development. So I was responsible for a lot of hybrid mobile app development proposals or new projects for big names, North American brands like Morgan Stanley, Barclays, KFC, and other big North American brands. Then, after 2015, I joined Flipkart to lead as a lead engineer for their customer experience engineering team to revamp their full post-order experience, including the customer operations software that their agents used at that moment. Um, After that, I joined Apple, and Apple, I was one of the first Apple engineering employees in Hyderabad, and then worked in their partner tools engineering for ad platforms. Then I got to join Apple Media Products team in Vancouver, Canada. So currently I'm based out of North America and I'm based out of Vancouver, Canada. And in the past 3 years have been leading their media products team for web experiences like music.apple.com, if you must have visited, or you can visit, or tv.apple.com. Those particular web properties are responsibility of my team. Then so now coming back to the topic for today, AI, artificial intelligence, and it's a big question. Everyone has been hearing this buzzword AI everywhere, right? Day in, day out, in the news, in the startup industry, or anywhere you see, you'll find about AI. So I just wanted to share one small document that I like created while I was at Amity Incubator. So this was created in 2011 or 12. Like, so I termed this, I had a concept called digital pal, like human you, your shadow in your technology world. Like, and I was at that time incubated within, yeah. So my concept idea was how you use ChatGPT today is like having a digital friend whom you can ask any question, etc. Right? So AI is essentially these days your shadow in the technology world, and it has knowledge, vast knowledge of internet and vast knowledge of everything, and you can ask him anything you want to learn about or you want to interface with the world. So that was an interesting era or thought that, but it's come reality. So now, why should businesses or startups like yours or anybody should think about AI, right? So we should see historically as the software market or the software industry grew into year 2010, when the software market was $350 billion. The the major historical tectonic shift in the software industry was cloud computing. So cloud computing at that time in 2010, when the markets the software market was $350 billion, the cloud computing market was just $6 billion. And today, this cloud computing market, which we think has like the biggest boon in the tech revolution and which has created multi-billion-dollar businesses like Facebook, like Google, Meta, or other big names like Uber, etc., which was like all be responsible because of the cloud services, etc. And the cloud computing could capture like currently 50% or 60% of the market of the software market is $650 billion, but um, the cloud computing has captured $400 billion. So it was a great opportunity, and anyone who rode that wave of technology was benefited from that. But now, why should we think about AI in terms of why is AI different or AI is similar to cloud computing? So as we see, like AI is not targeting the software market, the whole pie which cloud computing was targeting, but AI is targeting a bigger pie of $10 trillion, which is the whole service industry and not just the software industry. So the service industry may include your customer support, your financial support, your knowledge support, and any kind of service industry that you can see is that repetitive work that has been done in the past few decades, etc., and has grown, like the information era has grown to information processing, etc., all of these particular words. So the next thing is I want to talk about, okay, now how AI can help us, or what AI can help us with. So AI at current uh, time can help us in our businesses to enhance different kinds of customer experiences. And we'll see in a few of the next slides that how it can enhance customer experiences. But AI has been at forefront in research as well as in current production being used to enhance customer experiences. AI is also helped to improve the operational efficiency of any particular market or any particular business. So it can optimize a lot of business processes that were taking with a lot of bottlenecks, etc., and increase the throughput of any particular process or your team or your organization. Then AI can surely help you at this particular age to gain competitive advantage for that matter as well. And also it can help to reduce costs to improve profits by multifold. So AI is at the cusp, and we are just at the beginning of the AI revolution that we are. So we should realize that right now is the time to invest in or experience or learn about how AI can help us throughout, or help us with our business journeys, our individual journeys, not only businesses, but even as individuals. AI empowers us with so many tools that we can increase our productivity by 10x by using AI day in, day out in our lives. So the next, I'll sharing the certain there are innumerable AI success stories that you may have heard, you may be hearing day in, day out. So, and I think few people are raising their hands on the participant panel, but we'll take some questions after some slides. And then maybe if you want me to come back to a particular topic or slide, I can come back to it later. So the next, so first X success story is about a Swedish finance startup, a fintech startup, which is similar to having like buy now, pay later strategy, which you see a lot of Indian startups were doing, like you give loans to customers and pay for their purchases currently and then recover them later. So now Klarna had this a lot of they had to hire a lot of support agents or a lot of operations people to solve their like customer support journey. But they took a step back and thought, okay, how do we make some investment in technology to make this operations more smoother? So they created AI agents or AI chatbots that would help them solve problems. And their AI chatbot has had 2.3 million conversations, like which is two-thirds of its whole customer service chats. And the ticket resolution time reduced to 2 minutes from the 11 minutes ticket resolution time, which was done by the manual agents or human agents. And then it also contributed to a 25% drop in repeat inquiries, because a lot of times we as people are not satisfied with the particular solution because we think that the other human or the other agent has not exhausted all the possible uh, solutions for us or not. The next success story I want to talk about is Replit. So you may or may not have heard about this company. This is a recently new company, but has reached to a valuation of over $1 billion in very short span of time. But it's an AI powered code editor, means AI powered software generator, or can help your teams generate software using AI and also collaboratively. So it has currently 20 million developers currently using this software called Replit, and you can even try it online. And it's some of it is free and some of it is a paid version as well. And you can help have your teams collaboratively code with intelligent code completion, which can help increase the productivity and efficacy of your developers by many folds as well. The third success story I want to share is in a space. So a lot of times we think that AI can solve customer service. That is a very common use case. AI can software generation was like one. Today you can think that AI could create software because we have been hearing so much news. But 1 year back, everybody was saying, "Oh, AI has become so powerful. Will it replace software developers?" Everybody was saying, not really, not right now. But I think it will. It has augmenting software developers very fast these days. But the third success story which I want to share is in a non-conventional industry like law, where technology is used very minimalistically, or you can say that the government or like corporations don't want mistakes in that particular scenario, right? But Harvey AI is, you must have seen the famous Hollywood TV show Suits, right? It's named after that uh, AI suit, Harvey Specter. So it is an AI legal solution which does intelligent contract analysis. It does comprehensive due diligence, etc. And it has very less. It reduces the risk and enhances the data security, because no human get to know about some crucial secret data about some corporate cases or some other legal cases as well. And it reduces significant time, because legal cases are very tedious. There are a lot of documents to go through. There are a lot of nitty-gritties to go through. So these kind of niche industries can also be helped with creating AI solutions these days. So the next thing I will talk about is, how do any new startup or any company for that matter, even an existing company, how does it think about creating an AI strategy? It is very, very prudent for each and every business. And I think even as an individual, you should think about what will be your AI strategy for the future, or how will you try to leverage or improve your life using different kinds of AI tools. So the first part of is like define the clear business goals for AI implementation, whether your goal is to optimize customer experience. Like there can be different based on what industry your business is in, or what kind of what stage your business is in. You want to solve different parts of your journeys or have different business goals for your own AI implementation at that moment. And it may evolve, the AI strategy may evolve with your growth, with your scale, etc. But you should have very defined clear business goals, at least for the short term, like 1 year or 2 years, of what you want to solve. Do you want to focus on customer experience? Do you want to focus on employee productivity? Do you want to focus on optimizing efficiency, like reducing cost, etc.? The second step should be, then you should always assess your data readiness. As an enterprise or as a business use case, you will not use a standard AI chatbot or standard AI. You will have to have a localized AI which will be trained on a lot of your sensitive or private confidential data, and that data should be onboarded into an AI system which will be local or which be cloud hosted, but will be private to your particular organizations, and will be interfaced externally with partners or customers using an interface or authenticated channels where people could sign in and then only interact with your AI solutions, or your employees can only interact with your AI solutions or AI data. The third the third step after you are done with the business goals, data readiness, then is like exploring your AI solutions. And there you should assess the ready-made tools first. I would always suggest that never always try to create custom tools, but as a business or as a startup, always try to rely on custom or ready-made solutions as much as possible, because that will help you bootstrap very quickly and not get into that loop of creating, and then when you try to use it, it is already outdated, right? So custom development at a very nascent stage or a very early stage startup is very difficult. So I think if you are not creating that tool to be sold, like if you are not creating a tool that is a part of your offering, and but you just want to use a ready-made tool for improving the efficacy efficiency of your organization, so just see the array of tools available in the market right now and do some kind of custom development on top of it. Maybe give your own knowledge base to it, or a mix of both strategies. The third will be, or the fourth step will be, just establish some basic KPIs to measure your AI impact, that whether all these investment that you are doing into uh, encouraging or imbibing AI into your businesses or business processes, is it giving the current ROI, the correct ROI, or it is improving some metrics in your organization. I would say don't also think about that it will benefit right away. Similarly, AI is a bit of a long-term investment. So once you invest in your data readiness, colliding, making your data is in correct format to be ingested by an automated system, uh, and after some time you will see the ROI, but you should still establish the KPIs, like how much of data is ready, how much of data is ingested, etc., and track it holistically. So next part is I have been, as the last decade or 15 years, I have been in mostly in the customer experience industry. So I'll tell you more of my experience about how AI can help improve the customer experience at the current stage, and some tools that I've seen in the industry becoming popular. I have not personally used these tools or used and all of these content which I'm presenting today is my personal experience or hobby or to learn about, and doesn't reflect any of these tools being used with my current employer, and just wanted to make sure that. So the first thing is you can have different kinds of chatbots and virtual assistants for your company, which will act as your customer service agents to the outside world. So there are a lot of good companies like Ada, Drift, ManyChat, which are proving to be, you can customize them, give them your knowledge base, etc., and provide them as a first entry point or first touch point for your customer service journey, whether be it marketing or post marketing or post sales support. Both can be enhanced with chatbots and virtual assistants these days. If you think, like, chatbots and virtual assistants have been there on websites since a decade, but the old virtual assistant and chatbots are very uh, rule engine based framework, like, oh, if it's just a dictionary of the questions that a customer could ask, and it gave the customer very rudimentary answers before. But nowadays all of these chatbots and virtual assistants are empowered by very minimal LLMs, which will help increase the efficiency and the like experience of your customer these days. The second is intelligent knowledge bases. So if your company has lot of documents, lot of knowledge bases, or lot of flat file systems, etc., you can try to use certain AI tools to automate or create an intelligent chatbot on top of your file system or ingested data, if you train your data to that particular knowledge base. And your internal employees can just ask that chatbot for any question regarding their knowledge processes, etc. The external partners could ask some question to that particular chatbot for based on that rules, custom rules that you want to expose. Your customers can also access that knowledge bases. Maybe it could be your product documentation, etc., which you want your customers to interact with, learn from, to use your products, etc. The third important vertical is sentiment analysis. So a lot of times these days you have to get as a startup constant feedback from your customer about how are they liking your product, are they using your product, etc. And there are certain tools which can help you track this sentiment analysis through your socials, through scraping through people posting reviews online, etc., anywhere, if that's the scale you are at. Then there is a solution for ticket triage and routing also. Like if you get a lot of support tickets, how do you automatically triage and route those tickets? So there are some solutions that you could look into using these. This is a very niche vertical, or a very nice vertical, which is growing a lot these days, because there are a lot of touch points of how the tickets can be closed without even human intervention. If this is like a simple information exchange to be done in a ticket, so the tickets could be automatically routed or triaged and responded to and closed easily. Then there are certain tools which have this end-to-end journey of assisting your customer support agents, etc., or any other tools, etc. So I think I just wanted to check if there are any questions till now. I can answer one or two questions right now, so that we make this webinar more conversational and
So, Rahat, we have one question in the chat box from Ms. Samriddhi Seth.
yeah,
Uh, mm, she's curious to know where you see the future of voice AI in customer support.
yeah. That's a very interesting question, and I think there are innumerable tools which are doing wonderful like progress in terms of voice, as well as these days video in customer support, right? So the voice one is, you all must have heard about Synthesia and 11labs.io. These are the leading names in voice based customer support, or voice based voice cloning services. And there are some other tools which can help convert your LLM answers into these voices. So these, like Synthesia and 11 Labs, provide you some specific voice clonings based on accents, etc. What kind of personality do you want to give to your agent? And then you could integrate or implement some custom AI LLM solutions to answer those queries for your customers. And then those answers, which are in text format, can be used using these voice clones from Synthesia, etc., to respond to a customer, etc. And the other part is the video. If you There is another company that you should track, is HeyGen.ai. HeyGen.ai is a company that is doing wonders in providing very realistic facial expressions. And if you go to YouTube or go to the HeyGen.ai website, you'll see that they have recently launched some new models which will provide you video of humans, like avatars, AI avatars, and they can speak with full expressions of what they are talking about. Till now, you could always tell from seeing a video, oh, this is not real and this is AI. But I think we are getting to very closer to that particular time when you'll not be able to tell what is if this video, if a particular video is AI generated or not. So I think, yeah, customer support using voice will be very important, because the scale we can achieve with AI agents or AI voice agent solutions is very huge. Currently, I've seen that there are very less success rate in the implementations right now, but this is a very huge space where a lot of companies can make a lot of business and scale and growth there in both voice and video. So we can take one or two more questions.
So another question is by Mr. Sushant Reddy. Market and technology is evolving very fast in terms of AI. How to keep up with it to stay relevant in the market?
Yeah. So I think, yeah, Mark, as we see that with the information age, we have so many platforms to learn from, etc. But uh, what I would say is, stay up to date with all the newsletters. A lot of new individuals have come up who have created these AI newsletters. There is one called Superhuman AI. There is one called AI Time to Impact. I can like tell you more resources. I also post a lot of about AI on my LinkedIn channel, so you should follow these people who post or who review these multiple tools and do not only work in a specific genre. Because if you want to know about the breadth of all the technology advancements that are going through, but if you want to know about a specific progress in specific tools which you are invested in or your company is working in, so you should again find some niche, maybe YouTube channels or some courses online to know about these things. So we'll take one last question here.
Um, Mr. Anirban Das, is AI being used to advanced AI?
Yes, so what I have read and what I know is that a lot of times now AI is generating sample data for more AI models to be trained in, because we are seeing such an new, like, there is a race of who will build the next optimized AI model, foundational model, right? And we are all these agent AI models have already been trained on all the data which have been scraped from the internet, etc. But now these AI agents are so good in creating these hypothetical scenarios or hypothetical content, which new models could easily be trained on very easily. So a lot of things is moving, like, yeah, we are just seeing in the cusp of how AI is being used to advance more AI, but it will improve more automatically, and I'll talk about in my presentation a lot about this as well. So let's
So,
continue.
yeah. So, Mr. Taranpreet Singh Kalra is here and he's requesting you to just have a look, matlab, as in after the event, and just help him with some advice on how to achieve and create a strategy for this, for his. He has pasted the link in the chat box for your review.
Sure.
And we have one last question in the Q&A section, which is by Mr. Ankur Sharma, and he just wanted to know what are the opportunities in hardware sector, AI-powered chips and IoT.
Yeah, sure. So I'll answer Mr. Ankur's question in one of the next slides. So
Okay.
the next thing is how what is the future of user experience with AI? We see, not as businesses but as consumers, that AI will be very evident in our user journey or our whole lives. Currently, I think most of our life is around tablets, computers, and phones, right? But as you must have heard and seen that in the past year, a lot of new form factors have evolved. For example, if you have heard about Humane AI Pin, so this is like a new device which is having an AI interface where you can ask anything. It has a laser projector on your hand, a new type of user experience, and it has a camera to see what you are seeing. If you want to ask it about, okay, from where do I go, where do I walk, if like, for example, and it will see, know from its camera where you are and try to predict something. Or you can ask, okay, what type of flower I'm seeing, if you want to know the type of flower you are seeing, etc. So this is one kind of experience that people are experimenting with. I'm not sure if that will be popular in the future, but this is just the different kind of form factors with AI which is coming, and we should all think as business owners how the user experience will change from mobile apps to these conversational tools. Like your all on businesses, services have to have a conversational interface in the future. Like you just don't need an app or a website, but you also need a conversational API which all of these tools can interface with, so that if their customer asks some question and it is related to your business, so your business could answer using those conversational APIs. Then the second form factor that we have seen is a Rabbit R1. This is the device, a small device which has a minimal screen, minimal efforts, minimal scrolling gestures, etc. But it has main interface with ChatGPT or other AI models, etc. And yet another, in the last 2 weeks only, there was another important, a very interesting form factor which I am very looking forward to, which will be launched in September or October this year. But it's called a limitless pendant. So it's a pendant which you can wear, but it will hear everything. So it will hear your voice. You can dictate it something. You can tell it, oh, I want to save this reminder, etc. And it will save in your data. And all the conversations you are having the whole day, it will save it. It will extract some information from it, and it will keep building that knowledge about your conversations from you. And it has some privacy mode that it will only record the voices of people who has manually given consent to it in a consent mode to record them itself. So it's a pretty interesting proposition, and you should go look at it as well. So this is how the some of the AI are being interfaced with IoT and hardware, which was the question of which was asked, I think, by Mr. Ankur. So the next thing I want to talk about is how, as businesses, startups, we should all first try to empower our employees with AI. Each of the employee will improve by 10x productivity if you empower them by training of basics of AI and prompting, and also let them access to an enterprise grade AI, which they can use to improve their daily productivity while working at your startup, at your business, etc. And as individuals also, we should always tinker or try out ChatGPT or other models to improve how we can improve our life's productivity, improve learning new things, etc., using these models. The next thing is like some of the top foundation models that you all should tinker with is, we all know about ChatGPT, right? GPT-4, but I think the most promising models right now is one of them is Llama 3, which has been completely open sourced by Facebook parent company Meta, and is very promising, showing very promising results. And all the benchmarks have proved that it is performing very well currently, and is completely open source. You can try it in your local computer as well. And then there is another model called Claude 3 by Anthropic. Anthropic is a company which it is not an open source version. There is another version called Sonnet AI, which is an open source version of Claude 3, but it is very not such powerful as Claude 3. But Claude 3 is providing good results. And again, then other one is Google Gemini, which you can access using gemini.google.com. And Gemini is very powerful in terms it can help you with all the Google suite. Like it has knowledge about your Gmail interface, emails, your Google Docs, your Google presentations, etc. It can help you with all of that. How do you tinker with all of these and some open source models? There are two ways that I am trying to experiment with it, trying to learn it personally. One is using some local LLM interfaces. Like there is this one is a very popular one called LM Studio. So you can run any open source model locally in your machine using an interface system called olama.ai. So if you install Olama.ai, it is similar to if you've heard of like Node.js is npm. Like you can do a code line, a command line install command like Olama install Mixtral, Olama install certain open source Llama 3 model, and it will install that model locally on your system by downloading like say 26 gigs of so most of these models are 26 to 30 or 40 gigs of downloads. So, and like these tools like LM Studio will provide you an interface to interact with your local model without, so that even if you want to train your enterprise data or your local data to that local model, you don't have to upload it to cloud or give it to a third party, and you'll be able to test it. But if you are okay with giving your data to a cloud provider, there are some cloud providers like Google's Model Garden, Google Cloud's Model Garden, where you can test all of these high powered LLMs in the cloud computing space, and you don't have to have a very strong computer or a very high end computer to test these out locally. The other future trends in AI, so as somebody asked about hardwares, but not only IoT or small hardwares, but you should look at how LLMs or AI is doing in robotics. And I think in India has a very immense opportunity in terms of AI robotics into uh, industrial robotics as well as home automation or home robotics. And we see that cutting edge innovation is being done in terms of how industrial robotics. There's a company which has been doing a lot of work in the last 10 years in India called Gray Orange, which is providing all of these industry robots to Amazon and big names to provide their warehouse operations very like improved or efficiency, etc. And um, the other part of it is home automation, like you must have seen the home robot cleaners, etc. But there's a lot of research being done in more form factors of of humanoids or of different robots that can help uh, in an average consumer in home. So a lot of businesses can be made or grow in that particular space as well. Then another future trend to look to surely follow and learn about is AI agents. So there are a lot of research going on. Each and every company that is released the foundation model today is investing in creating autonomous agents using those models that so this is an example of an experiment done by Stanford Research where they created some artificial agent models, and then they let them do different tasks daily, interact with each other, learn from each other, etc. Similarly, in future, you would see that there will be one person companies, a person who can create an AI agency or an AI agency team and assign different roles, niche roles like a designer agent, a software agent, a QA agent, a product agent, and they will just keep on iterating automatically on using some compute like a server or a computer that you have that will work. And right now, the quality of these AI agents is not very great because we are improving on our industry is improving on the mechanism of feedback or how they improve or how they learn more. So that will be still be catching up. Then some resources to learn is like deep learning, Twitter, follow people on Twitter, see on YouTube videos, etc. A lot of AI channels, news, daily news, which have been updating. One of my favorite YouTubers is Matt Wolf, and one of the favorite person on X, Twitter to follow is Rowan Chung. So I have this list. If you scan this QR code later, uh, you'll find out certain things that I or certain people that I follow, and you can follow them too to learn more about the AI tools, etc., and everyday news as well. So lastly, yeah, now I think I will open more for Q&A because I know I wanted to have some time or more time dedicated to the Q&A part so that people can ask questions, and because it's a very new field, new age, and I also have been learning daily new things, so I can help others follow or ask some questions. So, okay, so I have to look for the open Q&A questions. Okay, so I think Mr. Sarthak Bansal asked, recently it was revealed that Devin made a false video about their showcase. How would this affect other AI models and their reliability? Yeah, I think it's a very important fact right now to understand that if somebody makes, because everybody is trying to market themselves, right? So a lot of people could make false uh, comments or make some very ambitious estimates, ambitious announcements, and there will be not true, right? But I think when you try to learn about AI, always try to experiment with it yourself and learn how you can use it currently or how you can tinker with it for your businesses, and then find out the actual capabilities before committing to your customers, right? You should also not see some videos about what capabilities somebody is just saying and then just bundle it in your product without even testing it or doing a POC, etc. to it. So that's very important. The question I think is from Mr. Sankalp Jain. So he's asking, what is the future of personalization in AI? Will AI be able to understand individual requirements and needs, making user experience more personalized? Yeah, so I think personalization is one of the key factors or very important things right now, which is being trained or which is being worked upon. And it has come to a very good point where uh, the AI tools can be added with a memory component, short-term memory component, or a long-term memory component. So right now, if you use ChatGPT's paid version, it has a memory in it, and what all the conversations that you do, it gets condensed into a memory context, and every future conversation that you have will be added with that memory context, so that it personalizes those answers according to you. And similarly, Google Gemini has done a kind of a personalization by giving access to its AI agent with your calendar. You can give access to your Google Workspace so that it has access to your Google Calendar, your Google Gmail, uh, conversations, your presentations, Google Docs, etc. So a lot of personalization will be given in that particular manner. So any other questions we have? So we don't, okay. So Mr. Taran, okay. Oh, this was already okay. Yeah, sure, Mr. Taranpreet, I'll try out your tool. So next question I think is from Mr. Rishabh. What do you think is the future of AI in human resource management? Yeah, I think human resource management is also very like an industry where AI is doing a lot of things where, for example, the pre-screening of new interviews, job interviews, or pre-screening of potential candidates can be done by AI, right? Easily. The scheduling of candidate interviews, etc., is done by AI. So a lot of processes being automated using AI in part of career, like a new employee onboarding, like giving some knowledge base, etc. Then also policy management for HR, etc. So yeah, AI has a lot of potential in HR management and is being currently being worked on, but there is still space for holistic or very niche products to be made in human resource management as well using AI. next question is, what are the future threats for programmers in order to cope up with AI, or any skill that would be required? Okay, so yeah, that's a question that keeps me up at night because I'm also a software engineer at heart, and I know we have to keep up with it. So I think I am not very personally, I don't think like all software engineers will be replaced by AI very soon, but surely anyone who we have to like anyone who has a normal process of like just uh, like using some code from online or using some standard code without some custom algorithm, etc., will be quickly replaced by AI. Right now, AI is very not is not good at reasoning and planning, so it cannot break a complex task into smaller tasks to solve itself. But a lot of investment or a lot of research is being done for this, but it will take like a decade or so to for it to get better to replace fully programmers. And still, programmers will be required to train these new AI models, run these new AI models on different devices. So if you learn how to interact with AI or use your AI into software development, I think it will be a good skill to acquire in future as well.
Thank you. So, I request Mr. Taranpreet, we'll connect you with Mr. Rahat offline. So that for his guidance and for his advices for your startup. Any further question in the Q&A section?
Sure. Yeah, if it's there's no question, I'll just end or just add one last I think also we have to be very, while we develop these AI tools and solutions, we should be thinking about the ethical and moral code of how AI should be used for beneficial benefit to society and benefit to the humankind, and not used for malicious fake reviews, fake things, etc., just for business growth. It's a responsibility. And also I think you should all should watch a new TED talk by Mustafa Suleiman, who has been named as the CEO of Microsoft AI, which is currently the largest AI organization in the world. And he just did a TED talk in uh, just a few days back in Vancouver, Canada, and it's a very nice TED talk to understand how AI will be surely becoming like a centennial human, like it will be very close to AI humans, is what he's assuming. But we have to live with those sentinel beings or with those AI systems and learn how we can live in harmony and go ahead.
Thank you, Rahat. On behalf of Amity Innovation Incubator, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for joining us today for this enlightening session. We have been privileged to delve in the realm of artificial intelligence, a field that is not only shaping our present, but also steering the course of our future. In conclusion, I would like to extend my sincerest appreciation to our distinguished speaker, Mr. Rahat Khanna, for gracing us with his presence and sharing his valuable insights and experiences. We are profoundly grateful to Mr. Khanna for not only imparting technical knowledge but also instilling in us the importance of personal development and entrepreneurial spirit. Thank you, Mr. Khanna, and thank you all of you for joining us today for the session. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Rahat.
Ma'am, can I end the session?